Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. So today in this video what we're going to do is I found this YouTube channel called Buzzfeed India. These guys, it's just they have skits and stuff like that on their YouTube channel. So this video that I'm looking at, it is titled Health Freak and Junk Food Lover Swap Diets. So we have a health freak, apparently someone who it's healthy, and then they're going to swap their diets and we're going to see what the effect is. So I'm really curious because honestly we all know there's a huge gap between what people think eating healthy is and what eating healthy and low calorie dense food is really is, because people think having a healthy food, having a healthy diet, trying to lose weight, it's all about depriving yourself of good food. It's all about eating bland, boiled and boring food. Well, in reality that's not the case. So just let's go through this video and see the healthy person is eating, because I'm pretty sure, I haven't watched this video yet, but I'm pretty sure the healthy person is going to have a really bad diet.
So today we are going to be swapping diets for one full week. I will be eating what Aishwarya eats and Aishwarya is going to be eating what I eat.
Okay, can you tell me a little bit about what your diet every day consists of?
I'm a big foodie, so I have McDonald's and pasta and pizza. But by the end of the month, I'm broke.
I'm looking at her menu, the one who doesn't eat healthy food, the one who apparently her breakfast is honey, cornflakes, milk and sugar, coffee with sugar, and actually not the unhealthiest diet I've seen in the world. Our consumption of sugar in India is nothing compared to what people in the West have. They have a lot of sugar, so this is I mean, it's okay. In the lunch she has a chicken tikka Subway, lots of dressing. The dressing is bad, but if she removes the dressing, it wouldn't be that big of a deal anyway. If she's trying to eat healthy, that is, if she wants to lose weight, then obviously the bread can be a bit too much. Juice, again, it's not the healthiest food, but it's okay. Snacks, she has noodles. You know what, that's honestly Shreya's menu is what most of us eat anyway. I've known people in college, 90% of people eat what this woman is eating right now. So calling her a junk food lover, I wouldn't go that far, to be honest. I think that's a pretty normal diet. By normal I don't mean it's a healthy diet, but what college and working people eat nowadays, that's what I feel it is.
If I had to compare Aishwarya's diet, I would say that she eats something that a cow eats.
First of all, that's not true. Okay, some of it might be like green leafy
Okay.
vegetables and might resemble.
If she's comparing her diet to a cow's diet, then I'm probably imagining that it's not very tasty, I guess. Let's look at Aishwarya's menu. Breakfast, she has warm water and lemon. I assume I've seen a warm lemon and warm water video somewhere on YouTube. Some Indian influencer made it, so I think that's where she got it from. Anyways, it's not a bad thing to have, but certainly it's not going to make or break anything. Black coffee, okay, protein shake, that's it. Breakfast seems so little. I mean, having that much, God, I feel so bad for her. That's really less food. The thing about food is, the food you're eating, it has to be satiating. Like, you have to feel full after eating, you have to get there. If you're still hungry after eating, you are going to binge and your diet is going to crash, and that's a very, very, very bad thing to do. The thing which you should do is swap the food that you're having with food that are lower in calories but have a lot of volume. In that way you're going to eat a lot, and then you're not going to be consuming a lot of calories as well. So that's a good approach to take. But her breakfast is very less. I don't think she's full. This breakfast is not sustainable for anyone. Let's look at lunch. Okay, quinoa, grilled prawns, dill, bhakri. What is bhakri? I have no idea. I've been eating healthy for 2.5 years and I have no idea what bhakri is. Okay, it's a round bread. It's like a roti. Okay. She's having she has quinoa. It's a pet peeve of mine when instead of having quinoa, why is she having quinoa? She'll already get the carbs from bhakri. I mean, I see influencers eating a lot of quinoa, and the problem with quinoa is, of course, it's a good source of carb. It has a lot of fiber. It is satiating, but it's something which is not available readily as other sources of carbs is. Like, for example, roti, rice, bread, stuff like that. Those are more common and more cheaper than something like quinoa. So I would strongly advise. And by the way, I don't see any Indian food over here other than bhakri. if you're living in India and if you're dieting using Indian food would be the best thing for you to do anyways. Okay. Oh my god, snacks. God, I feel bad for her. Peanuts, almonds, walnuts, and buttermilk. First of all, if you're dieting, having nuts is probably the worst thing you can do for your diet. Nuts are very, 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 very high in calories. A handful of nuts will have a couple of hundred calories, and by the time you finish the entire jar of nuts, you would still be hungry and you would have consumed a lot of calories. So instead of having a handful of nuts and buttermilk, she could have had something which was less calorie dense, more filling, and she wouldn't even have to be as hungry. I don't know why she chose nuts. Look at her dinner, salad and grilled chicken. Like, the only time of the day when she actually has something filling, I think, is in lunch. Breakfast and snack is probably just a little bit of food. I don't think anyone can be satiated with eating that less of a food.
I'm so excited to see how it unravels. Are you?
I am. And let's start. Let's do this.
Yeah. That was
That
a
was
terrible.
a terrible high five.
Oh my god.
I'm shopping for healthy stuff and I don't know where I am. What is the difference between organic and normal vegetables? Like, I don't know.
I just saw a lot of words that were new to me, like organic, freshly grown, and farm vegetables. And I'm like, aren't all vegetables farm vegetables?
Okay, so maybe Aishwarya eats organic food, but just because you're healthy, trying to eat healthy, doesn't mean you have to switch to organic foods. Although research is still ambiguous onto organic food, whether organic food is significantly healthier than you than regular food. It sounds good, you know, you're not using pesticides, you're not using stuff that is used otherwise, but there's just not enough empirical evidence to suggest that organic food is better than non-organic food. So if you're trying to eat healthy, you don't have to go for the organic stuff. Get the regular stuff.
Found the difference between organic vegetables and normal vegetables, and that is organic vegetables are expensive.
Exactly, organic vegetables are expensive. Just because you're eating healthy doesn't mean you have to spend a ton of money on it.
I didn't really go grocery shopping because Shreya's food practically is like ordering in. Hello? Honey cornflakes और pancake mix है आपके पास? तो वो चाहिए.
Okay, so Aishwarya likes Shreya's food because she doesn't have to cook a lot and she just, has to order it in. So that's the thing about cooking. That's the thing about preparing food. If you're on a diet, there are 3 pillars for a good diet to work. It should taste good, it should be filling, and it should be easy to make. If you mess with any of these, you're not going to be able to sustain it for a long time. मुझे लग रहा है कि ऐश्वर्या के डाइट में ये प्रॉब्लम है. I feel Natu, her diet is, I'm pretty sure it's not as tasty as she's claiming it to be. As we have seen, it's not that easy to make. Also, from the looks of it, I don't think it's satiating.
The diet swap and it's 7:30 a.m.
First, I started with the warm water and lime. I didn't like it first. Ugh. But trust me.
I think a lot of Shreya's food is very convenient.
It's day 1 of the diet swap and it's 7:30 a.m.
First, I started with the warm water and lime, which I didn't like at first. Ugh.
Honestly, I feel Aishwarya. I can relate to her, man. If someone asks me to go on the diet, I would have the exact same reaction as she's having right now.
But trust me, that wasn't even the worst part. After that, I had to have black coffee with no sugar.
What? Yuck. Oh god. Why? Why no sugar? Just sugar is not going to kill you. And if you want something which has less calories, just go for some artificial sugar, go for aspartame, go for sugar freeze that's available in the market. It's not going to kill you. It's not going to affect your weight loss. If you hate black coffee, just add a little bit of low-fat milk, add a little bit of slim milk. Honestly, like coffee is one of the least calorie-dense food you can have. I mean milk coffee or tea, because first of all, it's hot, so you are going to take time to have it. when you're sipping coffee and you're working, so in that way, kind of confusing your brain, so it thinks that you're consuming food from that time to now. So that's a really good way of fooling the brain. Coffee does wonders. Not only does it help to curb your appetite, it increases your need. It has a lot of benefits. So coffee is a must, I feel, if you're trying to lose weight.
The first day I had to have the protein shake at work because I was really late, and I come to work and guess what?
Paroma, I can't believe you chose this day.
You are not.
Yeah, see, that's what if you're not having a satiating diet, you're going to be hungry, and then when your colleagues are going to eat McDonald's, you're going to feel left out.
You're gonna be able to eat this, and I will eat this right in front of you.
Take it away from me. It smells. No, I can't.
I'm a supportive friend.
Really?
That is literally my biggest weakness. I love McDonald's so much. Not one, not two. The whole office ordered McDonald's, and I had to have 500 ml of protein shake.
Smells like farts.
Why do you have to have a bad? The only reason why I have whey at my house is because it tastes good. I cannot consume protein if it is bad tasting. Like never. I don't get it. The whole point of dieting and losing weight is for you to have food which is actually tasty. Protein shake should be tasty. You know what I do? I'll just add a little bit of whey, a little bit of ice on top, and then some thickening agent, and then a little bit of milk, just a dash of ice cream, and then just blend everything. It's like a really thick shake, and slurp on it for at least half an hour. That's how I make my shakes, and it tastes amazing.
Protein.
I couldn't gulp it.
Maybe if the protein shake had like some ice and some milk and some sugar, then I think I could have liked it. Maybe like a protein shake.
Exactly. See? Ice, milk, sugar. That's exactly what I said. That's exactly how I drink. Even when I'm dieting, it does not change.
Oggy sandwich with nothing but mayo and capsicum in it.
Are you telling me it's not good at all?
No, I would prefer it.
Exactly. I would prefer eating anything over that sub which has 1,000 sauces in it.
Really?
Not kidding. I love shepu. I love dill.
Honestly, in my
I actually like the shepu that she's having. Honestly, Indians, we know how to cook our vegetables. So if you're an Indian, if you know how to cook your vegetable, cook it in a good way, have some roti. That's the best diet that you can have.
head, anything that looks green has no flavor. The shampoo is nice. I'm glad it has a little flavor though.
Have I been living a lie my whole life?
With no dressing and just lime. I did tamper a little with the chicken. I put some marinade in it. I know Aishwarya just
You have to tamper with the chicken. You have to make it taste good. That's the point of eating in the first place. So
plain roasted or grilled.
Okay, first bite. Wow.
okay, Shreya, you have redeemed my respect. I thought that the sub that you had just took all your respect away from me, but then you actually made the chicken salad into something that is tasty. I admire that. That's how you should eat salads in the first place.
Time in my life.
One thing I did not like about this entire diet swap, yeah, I feel extremely dehydrated today. I think because of the quantities of food I've been having, I feel full all the time and I'm not drinking enough water.
Yeah, I feel Aishwarya makes a valid point here. If you're having a lot of food, if you're drinking less water, that might also lead to eating more food. So if you want to lose weight, drinking water is also a good way for that.
Today's goal is going to be to hydrate myself and to enjoy the meals that I'm having because it's genuinely good food. Shreya is suffering way more than I am because my food isn't as flavorful or tasty, and I admit to that 100%. Today's breakfast menu is pancakes. I've never made them on my own, but
Really, I eat pancakes all the time, even when I'm on a diet. I just don't put oil. I'll put a little dash of oil on top, and then I have this really good apple pancake that I make. Super tasty, super healthy. So just because you're on a diet doesn't mean you can't enjoy your favorite foods. You can have pizzas, pancakes, ice creams, anything you want. just low calorie options. It might not taste as good as junk counterparts, but it will taste 80% as good, and honestly 80% good is enough for you to enjoy it.
I had chocolate spread earlier and I instantly felt so guilty about it. And I read this somewhere which I want to share. The guilt that we often feel when we eat unhealthy food is probably way more unhealthy than the actual food we are putting in our bodies. Like, we need to stop
We actually see Aishwarya admitting to the fact that the guilt that we feel when we eat unhealthy food is way unhealthier than the food that we eat, the unhealthy food. She raises a valid point because it shouldn't be the case. Such thoughts lead to bulimia and anorexia and all sorts of other medical problems. Just excluding food groups, it's really, really, really harmful. If you like something, go have it. Literally go have it. Fitness gurus online, they preach that cheat days are bad and then you should only eat good food and then you should forget about stuff that you like, and that's a really bad approach for dieting. I hate these fitness gurus who claim that
you only have to eat healthy food and that's the only way of living. And
you are allowed to eat whatever you want. Just that when your health is concerned, you have to be a bit more pragmatic, and that includes limited cheat meals. So if you're having, and honestly, if you're full, you should be able to eat what you want. Let's say I love chicken momos, right? And obviously, if I've tried to cook momos in a healthy way, it's just not as tasty as it is with chicken and butter. And oh my god, pan fried momos are the absolute best. But I'm already starving right now. But just because I'm dieting doesn't mean I'll leave out pan fried momos, right? I'll always have a cheat day like Saturday or Sunday. I'm not going to eat crap all day. I'm still going to follow my diet. Just an optional cheat meal, just to keep myself, sane and happy. My other meals, my healthy meals, would be satiating anyway, so I won't be hungry throughout the week. I'll be completely fine, and then I'll get to eat a favorite food now and then. That's how you should diet. And Aishwarya's diet was so exclusionary, it was so bland, it was so difficult to follow that something like this is not sustainable, and that's why people lose track of their diet. It shouldn't be this hard.
Eat what we need to eat. I reached the stage of eating too less because for years people told me that I was eating a lot. The reason my food is tasteless is because I realized that if my food was tasty, I'll start eating a lot more. It's so wrong for me to do that. It's like I am just not respecting myself enough to be able to make my own decisions, to be able.
Eating is one of the most natural instincts that humans have. You shouldn't tamper with it. You should eat. You should eat as much as you need, as much as you need to fill your appetite. But low calorie dense tasty food is the way to go. Honestly, I feel so bad for her right now that she went through something like that, and so many people do. When I was obese, I had a lot of people, friends and family, telling me that I should start doing something about it. But I was lucky to have people who actually cared about me and said it in a good way, and then I took it in a positive way. But then when people make fun of you, of your weight, when people tell you to eat less, and that's a really bad thing. Don't do that.
To know what's right for me.
I don't expect anyone to adapt to how I live my life, and I don't want to adapt to how someone else lives their life.
I don't think I can be a person who can.
Exactly. Like if you're obese right now, if you're overweight right now, of course you can take healthy measures to improve your lifestyle and get better at it. But you will do that because of your own willingness to have a long life ahead. You want to be as healthy as you can despite your age, and that's why you should having a healthy lifestyle, not because of society's expectations. And it's really bad. Society, shame on you.
I think it's in the end to each his own. I mean, I really enjoy my diet. I don't think Aishwarya enjoyed mine, and vice versa. So yeah, don't let society dictate what you're eating, dude. Just
Exactly. If you like what you're eating, just keep on eating. If it's unhealthy, you can still make it healthy and be tasty at the same time. So it was a really good video. Eating healthy, it's very misrepresented. People think eating healthy has to do with eating bland and boring food, whereas it's not the case. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please click on the thumbs up button and click on the subscribe button. Also click on bell notifications if you want future updates. That's a lot of buttons, but keep on clicking and I'll see you in the next time. Bye bye.